it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving.
I don't want to work today at all. But what's going on? What's up? What's up? It is me. It's me. It's Key. We're back. We're in the building with another episode of 7200 Second Podcast. I got my guy, Coach Donte. What's going on, Donte?
What's going on, man? I'm ready. NBA draft is Thursday. Ready to talk sports. Let's do it.
So let's get down to the nitty-gritty of things. Of course, we are always live on the Sports Empire Network. We are on Coach Donte's channel and my channel as well. Appreciate y'all for being here in the chat. We got ACG already here. Daniel Berry, what's going on? Lloyd Houston, what's going on? Appreciate y'all.
What's good on?
Appreciate y'all being in the chat. Y'all are the fuel that makes us go. We love the interactions here on the 7200 Second Podcast. First up, Donte, we're going to talk some, not WNBA. We will talk WNBA, but let's get down to some NBA right now. I know some things has went down. Draymond Green's one of them. Draymond Green did opt out, but Golden State wants to bring him back. If he doesn't go back to Golden State, we know Golden State got a new GM, Mike Dunleavy Jr. We all know Mike Dunleavy used to play in the league. His dad used to play in the league. His dad used to be a commentator, but he's now the new GM over there in Golden State. What do you do with Golden State? Do you bring him back, or do you let him test the market with Draymond Green?
You bring him back. You gotta do whatever it takes to bring that guy back, Draymond Green back. That guy's the emotional leader of the team. He's basically the heart and soul of the organization. That team, you gotta do whatever you can, bring him back, regardless if it's a cheap deal or not. You got to do whatever in your power to bring him back. And I believe Draymond Green is valuable to that Warriors team. He may not be a scorer. He may be afraid to shoot a little bit. But again, you know what you're gonna get up out of him. You know he's gonna call guys out when guys ain't doing right. You know he's gonna speak his mind. You know he's gonna give you good, consistent defense. And you know he's going to give you great playmaking on the floor. He's a awesome fit for what they do. Probably somewhere. I know we ain't never seen Draymond Green outside of Golden State. That's why one thing you question what he could do outside of Golden State. But no doubt they got to do whatever they could to bring him back, bring that guy back. He is a valuable piece to them.
All right, and Joshua Bailey says we need to get younger, and the younger players don't respect him anymore. Do you think there was some
Key Wi-Fi gone, y'all.
Controversy this season because you know he did.
Key? You gotta say the question. Yeah.
I hate my Wi-Fi. Hold on, y'all.
All right.
Hold on. Am I good now? Am I out the multiverse? Am I out?
No,
am I good?
You straight.
So Draymond Green, you know, knowing that the players have to get younger. Do you think him having that fight with Jordan Poole?
Oh, yep. Key went to the multiverse right there, her internet. But I was gonna say the question was did the Golden State? I guess the Golden State season has something to do with Draymond Green. I think it's some fault up in that, but again, it is what it is with Draymond Green. I believe Draymond Green still a heart and soul of that team. I think Jordan Poole got into a position where he felt himself a lot after that contract. But no doubt that Draymond is still valuable to the organization. And, regardless, I think they should bring him back. If there's anything, I consider trading Jordan Poole and Kuminga. I consider trade Jordan Poole and Kuminga as long as they got, I feel like if they got Klay Thompson or Steph Curry, I feel like they're going to be fine. But having Draymond Green a part of that locker room, that's what make the engine go for the Golden State Warriors. We already know young players, they're going to lose respect for them because they don't like to be called out. They don't like a person that's outspoken like Draymond Green. They don't like a guy that's not going to take no nonsense, a part of the locker room. And that's just truly what Draymond Green is. And, I respect Draymond Green for what he has done, and a part of this league. And like I said, I think Golden State I think he does deserve to come back for the Golden State Warriors. So Key went on, I guess. Key, you good? There you go. There she go.
When all else fails, you got your phone.
Yep.
I swear my Wi-Fi want to be retarded today, but I want to be stupid today, but I apologize for that. I still think Draymond Green is a valuable part of the Golden State Warriors. Again, he's the emotional leader. He's the one that sets all the screens, all the picks and rolls to go with guys. He sets up the shooters. You can't have. I don't think there will be another dynasty without a Draymond Green. That's just my opinion. Do you think the Warriors are able to win again? Let's just say if he doesn't come back, are they able to still win without Draymond Green?
Yes, they're going to be able to win again. I believe they're going to be able to win again. You can question if they're going to be able to win a championship. You can question that. If they will be able to win a championship, yeah. But I still think they will compete for a playoff spot. They still will be a playoff team as long as you got Steph and Klay and Draymond being the emotional leader. Yes, he's not reliable in some situations, but that's been all his career. He's not the best scorer. He's not what he does for that offense. He facilitates. He's got the opposing team best player. So regardless of what it is, yes, the punch made it rub some people the wrong way, especially Jordan Poole, affected Jordan Poole in a way, but it is what it is. I mean, Draymond Green is the emotional leader of that team. And like I say, it's all about putting your differences to the side and trying to go out and get a championship. That's what Kevin Durant and Draymond did. Kevin Durant did not took what personally Draymond did, took it personally, but what they did, they it was better off because again, they won a championship. They put all their differences to the side and won 2 straight championships. They probably lost the last one because of the Achilles tear from Kevin Durant against Toronto, but they put differences aside and they moved on and they won 2 championships. Things are gonna happen. Things are not gonna come out right in any locker room. Things are not gonna come out right, but it's all about being professional and putting differences aside for the better of the team.
But do you think some changes will come in Golden State?
Yes, I think some changes still will come. I think some changes still will be there. I think we know. I think Kuminga is they're gonna find a way to try to come off him. He's been in trade talks, and I wouldn't be surprised if they find a way to go after Jordan Poole as well. They want to go after Jordan Poole because I don't think Jordan Poole and Draymond could play on the same court again. I don't think they could be in the same locker room again. So I think they're gonna find some type of way to shake it up.
Yeah, not after that fight and that the whole confrontation. It's like how do you put that aside and say, yeah, we can be teammates? How do you let that go? Like, I'm not letting that go. Coach, you hit me and we gotta play 82 games. I'm not gonna get over that. I'm gonna get over it for the sake of that, because we gotta play together. But we can't be homies after that. Like, why should we trade our younger players and keep aging old players? Yeah, I mean, that definitely makes sense. And the word is that Jonathan Kuminga had a growth spurt.
I mean, you gotta talk that up with your organization too, because it's also coming out there. We just talking about it. We just talking about what should they do. But other than that, hey, the organization let it be known. No, Jonathan Kuminga, if he's not gonna play consistently, let him go somewhere else. Where he could play. That's what they did for James Wiseman. They let him go. They couldn't find no consistency out of James Wiseman, but he did go to Detroit and find a little bit of playing time because the team is so young and got better as well. So if you're not, I like I like Jonathan Kuminga personally. I like him as a player. I think he can be solid. The Warriors just don't use him at times.
The Warriors definitely don't use him at times.
And in this stage, I don't think the Warriors want to develop guys. I think they're trying to maximize the window that they got of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. I think they're trying to maximize that playoff window. I don't think they got time to develop guys.
I think you're absolutely right. They're, with the veteran guys, not saying they're trying to win now. They're trying to get another championship in. They already have 4. But, it is sometime I believe you do have to go younger at times. You still got Klay Thompson, who, sometimes is inconsistent. He might be hot one game and then the next game he might be cold. We all know what Steph can do. Greatest shooter of all time right now. We definitely know without about Steph can shoot the lights out the ball. But then you got to get to role players, and Golden State doesn't have a key solid big man. I mean, Kevon Looney's okay, but then who's going to back up Kevon Looney when he gets a break? They don't really have no size, so they got to play small. Jordan Poole, he's some timey too. I know the bench play Jordan Poole, but DiVincenzo, I don't think they're going to bring him back, even though his option is like $4 million. Y'all mean to tell me y'all can't pay DiVincenzo $4 million? Y'all can't pay DiVincenzo $4 million? That's not going to hurt y'all. But DiVincenzo is a good 3-and-D guy. He's an NBA champion. I mean, why not have DiVincenzo on your bench? Yep. So, Shadow says Draymond isn't going anywhere right now. Me personally, I don't think he's going anywhere either. I think they're going to try to bring him back. Dunleavy already said they want to try to bring him back. All right, so next topic on the list. James Harden. Do the Sixers have any other choice but to bring James Harden back? Jesus Christ.
Hey, Key, you know what I'm going to do? This is what James Harden for the do. He for the Sixers where my money at. Hey, but like I say again, it has been reported that Daryl Morey is gonna may bring him back. I believe for James Harden, this is the chance he's trying to win. It's showing he's trying to win a championship. He's trying to win a championship. He knows this is the best opportunity. This is not the best opportunity for him to win a championship right here, but he wants to be a competitor. He wants to be competitive. Like I said it many times. If he comes to Houston, I welcome him with open arms. I don't care. We're not going to win a championship anyway. We probably get better, sign some other guys. But for, the Sixers, he's going to empty that pocketbook. And again, the Sixers will be the same legit team, second round and out again. This time, James Harden's going to be paid down to $50 million. He's going to be paid $50 million. But like I say, it's not like I didn't, trying to want anybody. It's not like I didn't try to want anybody what Daryl Morey was going to do. And it's kind of strange. You know what? It's kind of really strange how it all ended. You think it's strange when he, first of all, after the playoff game, he goes into the interview. And y'all remember that interview when they were interviewing James Harden? They said, first thing that, what they asked him? They said, how's the relationship of you and Doc Rivers? He said, it's okay. He straight said, it's okay. So that tells you right then and now, they weren't on a great playing field. They wasn't, really fine. When you say it's okay like that in frustration, it wasn't really fine. Then the 24 hours later, Doc Rivers gets canned. He gets canned 24 hours later. Why? Because of James Harden went up to the front office and asked out without Joel Embiid even in the part of the meeting. So Daryl Morey did it for him. And again, now it's starting to come out that James Harden may stay. Daryl Morey may pay him. So at the end of the day, I think it's the same thing. It's gonna be y'all guys gonna be a playoff team. Philadelphia's gonna be a playoff team. They will. But with James Harden coming there, that relieves out probably a possibility of Fred VanVleet coming there as well. We're gonna see what happens. But I think Daryl Morey will find a way to pay James Harden. I think that's definitely in the question. Now the Tobias Harris contract, they gotta definitely come up out of that. But I think Daryl Morey will find a way to bring James Harden back in Philadelphia because I think that's the window that James Harden is right there. That's his window chances. That's his chances of getting free reign of what he wants to do, and all of a sudden that's their chance. That's his chance of wanting to compete for a playoff spot, want to compete for a championship.
As much as I hate to say it, but Daryl, don't do it. Please don't do it. I understand y'all go way, way back. Just like Jury says, as long as Daryl Morey has an attachment to James Harden, it'll be a very long road to championship.
Hell no.
I know that they homies and they, but come on, we have to get past the second round. It's rumors that Tobias Harris is going to be going by the end of the summer. To who, we don't know. I've been hearing Indiana. Maybe who else? Somebody else that needs a veteran person on their team. Look, who y'all offering in Indiana? I'll take it. Who y'all offering in Indiana?
Watch you go there and get better. Watch you go there and get better. Get better.
That's what. Okay, that's everybody. Y'all know anybody that leaves Philly gets better. Y'all know this. Y'all know this already. Shake Milton, he's not coming back. Now watch Shake go somewhere and be dominant. You know why? Because we didn't see Shake Milton in the whole playoffs because of Doc Rivers.
Damn, he didn't play in the playoffs. He didn't play in the playoffs.
He didn't play at all in the playoffs.
Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
He didn't play. And his rotation was Milton, D'Anthony Milton, George Niang, Daniel House, McDaniels. We did not see Shake at all. Not even in garbage time. We didn't see him.
Golly.
So Shake Milton is definitely going to go somewhere. What do the 76ers? What's going on, BLSG? The 76ers need a point guard. Somebody that's not going to be afraid to shoot. I understand Harden. Yes, he's a good facilitator. Harden can still get you a good 20 and 10 on a given night. But we all know how Harden does in the playoffs. He doesn't show up. You talk about Cat, his name is no show. That should be James Harden's name in the playoffs. No show, James Harden. But Embiid got to step up too. He can't be throwing people under the bus. He got to step up in the playoffs as well. He's good regular season. But
he gonna do it again. He'll do it again. But he'll do it again.
I can't do it. But hold on, let me try this internet thing again. Let me see if I'm lagging again.
Watch it again. Watch it again. Watch you gonna beat them. Watch Joel Embiid and Harden. They gonna sting it up in the playoffs again. Now watch. Next thing you know, Nick Nurse gonna be one. They gonna want Nick Nurse up out of there. I'm like, goddamn, y'all just talking about the man throughout the season. He was the perfect choice. All of a sudden, you want him gone, huh? You want him gone, huh? Watch, he gonna be the man that's gonna go. He gonna be the man that's gonna y'all want the king. So how many coaches y'all gonna go through? Y'all didn't want Brett Brown. Now. That's all I heard. Oh, get rid of Brett Brown. Get rid of him. Oh, let's hurry up and get rid of Ben Simmons. Let's hurry up and throw him up out of that, that was rightfully so. But he wasn't a problem. Ben Simmons wasn't no problem this year. Ben Simmons wasn't the same problem this year. So who's going next year? See if it's the same stuff. Who's gonna be the problem this time? Who's gonna be the problem this time? Joel Embiid or Nick Nurse? Who's gonna be the problem this time?
Hold on.
What's good, Chase? Now, I don't think they're gonna fire him that quick. I'm just saying when they lose again, that's gonna be the problem. That's gonna be the problem again. That's because, like I say, one thing everybody about these, Philadelphia fans, they want success. They want success right then and now. They want success right then. They want success right then and there. But understanding, do whatever you do to make excuses for Joel Embiid. They make excuses for Joel Embiid. They blame Doc Rivers for why they lost the series, which is Doc Rivers did everything he could to win that series. It's just James Harden, Joel Embiid didn't show up. Especially, you got a top 5 MVP. You have a top 5 MVP in the NBA. Joel Embiid cried for the MVP for two years over Jokic. Now, who's the real MVP now? Now who's the MVP now? Now who would say the real MVP actually was? Now I definitely thought that Jokic that Embiid deserved the MVP. I even said he deserved it last year, but I wasn't gonna get upset that Jokic won it. Jokic won it back-to-back years because the man rightfully so deserved it. He deserved it. Ain't no such things that Joel Embiid got robbed. Ain't no such thing that he got robbed for the MVP. The MVP voting was close. That was close. You could have made a case he could have won both of them. He could have won both for the MVP, but ain't no such thing as he got robbed of it. He got robbed, and he showed you this season he wasn't robbed. He wasn't robbed of the MVP the way he played, and Jokic deserved the MVP. Now I'm glad Joel Embiid got his MVP trophy, but again, hey, just like they say, they blame that shit on Jonathan Gannon. Now if the defense ain't that good this year, which is I think they're going to be really good, but if they fail this year and that defense don't step up,
they're gonna blame Sean Desai.
Yeah, thank you. That's who they're gonna blame, but it's gonna be all Jonathan Gannon's fault. It's gonna be all Jonathan Gannon's fault. It's gonna be all his fault if that defense don't succeed. They're gonna be good, but if they see the same shit that they saw with Jonathan Gannon, that tells you right then and now, it ain't that man's fault. Yeah, the players got something to do with it too. The players got some accountability too.
That's the thing. That nobody wants to hold nobody accountable.
Players, you gotta hold them down accountable.
Doc don't want to hold Joel accountable. Joel don't want to hold himself accountable. He want to throw everybody underneath the bus. For right now. So, but some changes got to happen in Philly for the Sixers to get past the second round and get in the Eastern Conference Finals or even to the championship.
Hey, and everybody in the chat, at some point, regardless of we don't like the coaching, but the players, they on the field, they on the court, they on the baseball field. At some point, we got to start holding these players accountable. We got to start holding these players accountable too. At some point, the coachings, yeah, the schemes ain't gonna be what it is. Sometime the scheme they're gonna have some tendencies to break down. They're gonna disagree. Yes, when the coach leaves, you're gonna hear reports come out. But at some players, were we gonna hold these players accountable? Now everybody try to blame Jonathan Gannon. Jonathan Gannon, is he responsible for the missed tackles? For the missed tackles that they had against the Chiefs? Is he responsible for Son Reddick getting pancaked by Kansas City and not getting to the quarterback? Is he responsible for the Chiefs cannot get to Patrick Mahomes, who had an ankle injury? Is he responsible for James Bradbury on that holding penalty? Is Gannon responsible for that? So other than that, man, like I say, he has fault in it. He definitely does. But again, I wish we can start holding these players accountable more. I wish we could start doing it more.
And I think the players would play better if they know they was getting held accountable. So do you blame Russell Wilson or Hackett more for Broncos for a season? Both.
You blame both, but Nathaniel Hackett is clearly he wasn't ready to coach. Russell Wilson, you can blame him. They both got get a piece of the blame. They both get the even amount of the blame. Russell Wilson, that was his worst season, but it's clearly we all knew that Nathaniel Hackett shouldn't be a head coach in the league. Shouldn't have been a head coach. But for that first game right there, you seen that first game right there, clearly he wasn't ready to be a head coach. He was expecting Aaron Rodgers to be a different Bronco at that point of time.
That's what happened with the Broncos. They was expecting to get Aaron Rodgers because him and Nathaniel Hackett had a relationship. But at the same time, Russell Wilson, you are a Super Bowl quarterback. At that time, you was a top 10 quarterback. You could go in the huddle and go in there and change things around and say, hey, coach, this isn't working. I'm going to do things my way. That's going to work. Then you have your receivers who's dropping things and they're not happy. Towards the end of the season, what happened when Nathaniel Hackett got fired? We've seen the old Russell Wilson. He was throwing the ball. He was rolling out. He was doing everything that we know Russell Wilson can do. That's why I said Russell bounced back this year. With Sean Payton don't play no games. He's not going to play no games. So that's why Russ will be back to the Russell Wilson we used to see him. But that whole debacle last year, you got to put both of them to blame. You got to hold Nathaniel Hackett for not knowing what the hell he was doing, and then you got to hold Russell Wilson accountable because you're better than this, Russ. I'm sure you could have went to management. a meeting. You could have did that and said, "What are we doing here?" So Sean Payton definitely is going to hold everybody accountable. He is not going to think. He's not going to sugarcoat nothing. He's going to be like, "You are half-assing. You are not doing your job. Either ride the bench or somebody else going to take your job." He already told Russell we ain't gonna have none of that office crap. You gonna be in the locker room like everybody else. Why Russell Wilson gotta have an office for? What do you need an office for? What do you need an office for?
Yep. You lying about that. You lying about that.
So they said what's going on. Sergeant's like Mr. Unlimited because he's limited. Yep, he's back in the locker room. There's no more outside trainers or nothing. Everybody's getting treated equally. Russell, just because you're Russell Wilson, don't mean you got to get special treatment. You are a part of the Denver Broncos, and you're a part of this team. So you're getting treated like you're part of this team. Now, the sucky part is I had my dang on list, and it's downstairs. So you know what? We might have a big trip downstairs, and y'all coming with me. Because I can't remember this stuff on top of my head. But Coach, you got your list together while you doing that?
Yep, I got my notes
together.
So y'all know every week we do the coaches list. We do the coaches list where if it's WNBA, NFL basketball. So WNBA has been hot. It's been the hottest one. So I'm gonna give y'all my top 5 WNBA. So some of these players y'all got to get used to because again, these players are top notch. So again, we're going to go number 5. We're going to go Kelsey Plum at number 5 for the Las Vegas Aces. Kelsey Plum, y'all get a chance to look at her. She won the MVP of the All-Star game last year. 21 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds for Kelsey Plum. That Las Vegas Aces team is goddamn loaded. That team is loaded. They look like they're going to be a runaway freight train for anybody they play. Now, the closest team is to that team is the New York Liberty and the Connecticut Sun. Connecticut Sun are really, really good. They play really good defense. I think that's the closest to the Las Vegas Aces, the Connecticut Sun and the New York Liberty. I think other than that, the Aces are on a different playing field. The Aces are on a different playing field with different playing field. So we got number 4. We got Kelsey Mitchell from the Indiana Fever. That's a young up and coming team. Kelsey Mitchell can do a little bit of everything. She can shoot, put the ball on the floor, shoot step backs. She also had 4 assists and 2 rebounds in their loss versus who is that they lost? I did the game. They lost to the Atlanta Dream, who's playing really, really well at this point right now. They play my Dallas Wings tonight. So Kelsey Mitchell is number 4. Number 3, we have the rookie Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston, I'll tell y'all, when I tell y'all this is not no lady, this is just a man playing with a wig on. This is a man playing with a wig on. This girl has been dominating since college. Aaliyah Boston, once she gets you deep in the paint, it is over with. 25 points, 6 rebounds. The battle between her and Cheyenne Parker was absolutely phenomenal. It was a phenomenal battle between her and Cheyenne Parker Sunday. So Aaliyah Boston is number 3 on the list. Now number 2, Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham had a hell of a second half. In that game, especially in that fourth quarter versus the New York Liberty. The New York Liberty was up almost, got the mercy rule on them, but Sophie Cunningham shot them right back in the game. I think they got back down by 5 until Sophie Cunningham still going, got on a rampage. 27 points for Sophie Cunningham. And number 1, we have Brianna Stewart. Brianna Stewart, 28 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. I think this team right here, they missing Sabrina Ionescu. They're missing Sabrina Ionescu right now with a hamstring injury, but this team is loaded. Courtney Vandersloot, Maureen Johannes, who just came back off the injury. Stephanie Dolson. They got all types of great players over there. Even Jacquel Jones, who was an all-star, who was sacrificing basically her offense to play on a team like the New York Liberty. So that is the coaches list of the weekend. And of this week, and Brianna Stewart earned the number 1 spot on the list.
Stewie, number 1 on the coaches list. Will she be back up there again? I'm sure she will. I'm sure that she will be back up there. Appreciate y'all taking that journey with me. Of course, my list was all the way in the basement, of course. But moving back to the NBA, how will the Suns look with Bradley Beal?
Obviously, some nights they're gonna look good. They're gonna look fine. They're gonna look like unstoppable. They're gonna be unstoppable on certain nights. But with those guys got a total. You know how much money tied in those 4 guys? That's 162 mil tied into all 4 of those guys. And that kicks in, I believe that kicks in next year. That's 162 mil for all 4 of those guys. That is the second most money out of all the NBA teams in the league. That is second most, with those 4 guys making all that money combined. So it's going to be hard for them to address their bench, to get some depth. It's going to be hard for them to even get a reliable point guard. But they're going to be unstoppable on some nights. But again, I'm not picking them to win a championship. They're going to definitely be good at making the playoffs, but without having that bench depth, without having a true point guard, that's going to hurt them a lot. But it's going to be nice. They're going to be unstoppable. They're going to be unstoppable, and there's going to be some nights you'll be like, God damn, what type of Phoenix team is this? But like I said again, 162 mil combined for all of these guys, man. That's a lot of money, man. They tied in too.
Yeah, that's a lot, especially they don't have no bench. Will they trade Ayton maybe to get some bench depth? We don't know, but Bradley Beal isn't a point guard. They're definitely gonna need a point guard. Who you got? What, Campaign? Campaign's not an everyday point guard. They missing them pieces that they traded for Kevin Durant, like a Cam Johnson. They missing that in the lineup with the shooting. But when they go to the bench, who was coming in for these guys? What, TJ Warren? Who was coming in for these guys? You can't keep playing them 40 to 30 minutes a game. By the time the playoffs come, they're going to be juiced. They're going to be gassed. So we got to see what Frank Vogel can do. What's going to happen? Do you trade Aiden for some pieces? Maybe for a pick or so? Like Sidon said, you're going to have to trade Aiden for some bench depth. You're going to have to. Kyle Kuzma, he declined his option. We all know Washington wants to get blown up. Who's a good fit for Kyle Kuzma? Look, if I'm Daryl Morey, I'll try to give him a call. But we all know the things that I want, Daryl Morey's not going to do for the Sixers team. So what's the good fit for Kyle Kuzma?
Well, it ain't the damn Sixers because he gonna pay James Harden 50 mil. So it ain't the city. He gonna pay James Harden 50 mil, and the next thing you know what? Key gonna have that hoodie. She gonna tie it up tight. And she gonna that's what she gonna have. So that one thing, most of that money is gonna be tied into Harden and Embiid. So hey, but like Tobias, if you the faster you can get rid of Tobias Harris' contract, I say I think that move could be made where you can get rid of Tobias Harris' contract the faster. You will hopefully it happens. Probably during draft nights because we've seen some trades orchestrated on draft night. So hopefully somehow he gets off that deal on draft night. But I would actually like to see Bradley Beal on a playoff contending team. Like I say, I always think Miami is a good option to go to. It's a good option to go to. I think he will be good on that side over there in Miami. I think any type of playoff team, Dallas, you look at Dallas, the Dallas Mavericks. They will be good for him. They will be good for him for over there for Kyle Kuzma. Atlanta can use Kyle Kuzma. Atlanta can use Kyle Kuzma, but he's more of a, if they decide to get rid of John Collins, I think they need to make that move. They've been trying to trade John Collins.
John Collins been on the trading block forever. John Collins ain't going nowhere. I'll be shocked if he does. He
been on the trade block ever since almost he came in the league all of a sudden. But other than that, I think there's some good choices out there for Kyle Kuzma.
And then Gary Trent Jr. looks like he's staying in Toronto. Damn it, that was another guy I wanted.
Also, they're gonna resign.
They're gonna resign Gary Trent Jr. It's like all the shooters that I want.
I wanted him too. I wanted Gary Trent Jr. too as a shooter.
So yeah, like I I'm getting nervous and frustrated and mad all at the same time. It's just now DiVincenzo, his ops, he don't want to go back to Golden State. Daryl, call him up. I wanted him the first time. You can't give him $4 million. You can't give him $4 million.
We forgot he from Philadelphia. He from Philadelphia.
That's the Nova kid. Y'all know how I feel about Nova.
No, he from Philadelphia. You ain't gonna sign him. He from Philadelphia. He gonna sign.
Lou Williams, after 17 seasons, decides to hang it up. Good old lemon pepper Lou. But does he go down as one of the greatest 6 men in the league, in the NBA? Oh, I ain't freeze this time, or did I? Is Donte stuck in the multiverse now? Coach. Now, coach is about to say, coach. See, this time it ain't me this time, y'all. That was Donte this time. But Bradley Beal, but Lou Williams, he finally retires. 17 seasons. 17 seasons in the NBA. You know, we had him as a Sixer at one point. You know, he come off the bench when you need him. He killed us in the Atlanta series when he was with Atlanta. Lou Williams off the bench killed the Sixers that series. And you know, Lou Williams definitely had his time. Does he go down as one of the greatest 6 men? I think so. He's won the award so many times. I'm not saying he's Hall of Fame bound, but he does go down as one of the greatest, you know, one of the best 6 men that we've seen. He's been to multiple teams. You know, get you buckets when you need to. But yeah. All right, I wanted to make sure that wasn't me. So coaches in the multiverse, Jeff said, screenshot that smile. There's a lot of things going around with Zion. You know, we all know what's going on off the court more than he should be playing on the court. This guy then, you know, got his girlfriend knocked up. You know, he had side piece issues. She was threatening to, you know, drop sex tapes. But we haven't seen Zion on the court. And that draft class with Zion and then Ja Morant, that class definitely needs some help. And here come Coach. Coach, you stuck in the multiverse this time.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi stopped out of nowhere, but I'm back. We were talking about Lou Williams, right? Lemon Pepper Lou. All right, so absolutely, he goes down as one of the greatest 6 men ever. Loved it, Lou Williams. As well. He played for the Houston Rockets. I remember his first game when we played the New Orleans Pelicans. I believe he had 27 points that first game. He came out on a rampage and on fire. I like the Lemon Pepper Lou, man. Lemon Pepper Lou was nice, man. He was a guy that come in, fill it up immediately off the bench. Really, really good. Love Lemon Pepper Lou.
No, he's been a journeyman. Sixers had him. Sixers had everybody.
Who they don't have?
Look, the Sixers had Christian Wood. Y'all remember that?
Yep.
But no, he's definitely one of the, you know, a great 6 man. And like I said, any team would be lucky to have him. He killed us in the Atlanta series when we played them.
Nah, he
coming off the bench, dropping 17 to 20 points. I was so irked. I'm like, we let Lemon Pepper score on us. You know, he got in trouble because he was at the strip club during the bubble, and he wasn't supposed to leave his hotel room, but he got in trouble. But when you left, we was talking about Zion. You all know the trade rumors is going around about Zion. You know, New Orleans does not want to give up Brandon Ingram. So they're going to trade Zion. Where do you think? Do you think he should go to Portland, him and Dame? Dame already, well, going to segue into the next topic. Dame already said he don't want young guys. He wants veterans. And Zion's not a veteran. But do you put a Zion with a Dame Lillard if Zion can stay healthy on the court?
You know what? You can put whoever you want on that Portland team. It still ain't gonna result in a championship. I guarantee you can put whoever you want on that Portland team. I think it's just time for Damian Lillard to get up out of there. But it's kind of clear at this point that he doesn't want to leave. He just wants to be remembered. I want to win a title in Portland, and that's all. And I commend him for being loyal. But at some point, when is he going to get tired? When you're going to get tired? So you can put whoever you want on that Portland team. I don't believe it's going to result in a championship. I don't believe it's going to result in a championship.
I don't either. You know, they're taking calls for the third pick overall, and anybody's not going to try to turn that down. They're going to try to ship out who they can. Right now, that's starting five. So who was it? It was Dame, Nurkic. It was Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
Simons came off the bench, right?
Yeah, Simon started. He started. Yeah,
that lineup wasn't very great. Nurkic, can he stay on the court? He's never healthy either. Simons was balling when Dame got hurt. Jeremy Grant, he didn't move no needle. So you're not going to move the needle in Portland. It's not Dame's fault that they're not giving him no help. That's when you got to go to Portland's management and be like, what are y'all doing? But who wants to go to Portland? It rains all the time in Oregon. But who wants to go to Portland? So Dame said if he don't get no veterans, he wants young teams. He possibly may leave. Dame, I'm convinced Dame not going anywhere. He can say all he want. You gotta believe it when he see it till he say, you know what, I'm gonna be out. But that's what you play the game for, to win a championship. So one day you don't want to go down and be one of the greatest players. You not to ever win a ring. And there's some great players who hasn't won a ring, who should have won a ring. Yep. Dame should have had at least 2 by now.
Yep. Again, I think the draft is going to determine who the Portland Trailblazers will if they trade the pick, or if they pick is going to determine if Dame Lillard is going to change his mind, or is he going to stay. So I think the pick at number 3, depending on who they pick or if they trade the pick. Because I know Dame, you ask him, he want the pick traded. He want the pick traded for a veteran, for a veteran. So if the draft I think the draft will also determine if Dame is going to be there or not. But Dame never really put no instant pressure on the front office either that he wanted out. He never went to the front office and said, "Hey man, I did all I could. I want to go somewhere else. I want to go somewhere else where I can compete and win a championship." So Dame really never put the pressure. Dame never really put the pressure on the Portland Trailblazers to do it. At some point, you got to apply the pressure on them, man. You got to know enough is enough. You got to reply. You got to reply pressure. So I don't think Dame ever really replied the pressure like that.
Yeah, like if somebody that was real serious, like a LeBron James or even a Kevin Durant, as much as those high echelon guys, they go to the front office and say, "Hey, I'm not happy. Can you put some pieces around?" Has Dame went to the front office and say, "Hey, I need help"?
Yep.
Has he ever said, "Hey, I need help," and the management go, "Okay, we gonna go get you some help"? What they go get him, Jeremy Grant? What is he gonna do? What is Jeremy Grant doing?
I believe he told the front office he needed help. I believe he told that front office he needed help. I just don't believe he told him he wanted out. He had enough. I just don't believe he told him he wanted out and put enough pressure on the organization. Hey, our superstar wants out. We want to try to build a competitive team. Then that's when they would know. Hey, this man really serious about leaving us if we don't put the right team up on him. Put the right team up. Just like James Harden put that goddamn pressure on Darren Moore and say, hey, if you don't fire motherfucking Doc Rivers, I'm gone. And you see what happened at that point. You see what happened 24 hours later, right? He was canned after that, right? So Damian Lillard has to apply pressure. Coles Cowboy, what's good, my boy? Coles, what's good?
But something got to give with Portland. I know Portland's fans tired of losing. I know Dame's tired of losing. But we'll see what's going to happen on trade day, which is Thursday. And make sure y'all stay tuned right here because Coach Donte will have all the breakdowns, live reactions.
Both rounds of the draft.
Live reactions to the NBA draft on Thursday. So make sure y'all stay tuned to that. Donte, so how much better can the Knicks be next season?
They could be a borderline Western Conference team depending on the moves they make. I believe Josh Hart is testing the free agency mark too. I believe he's testing the free agency mark as well. So depends on what they. I think they're better off without Julius Randle up on the roster. But I think other than that, I think it's the same. As long as Milwaukee have Giannis and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is together, which is I think the Milwaukee Bucks are planning on paying Jaylen Brown as well. I think and the Miami Heat is in the Eastern Conference. If they get better, I think the ceiling for them is just second round, man. I just don't see them being better than those top three teams right now. I just don't see them better.
The Knicks will get better if they get rid of Julius Randle.
Yep.
The Knicks will be better if they get rid of Julius Randle because you already got Jalen Brunson. You already got RJ Barrett. You got Emmanuel Quigley. You got, Mitchell's there to be, the big man that he is. The Knicks probably could get something for a Julius Randle. They have to. They got to get rid of him. You got to go. I see why the Lakers let him go. Julius Randle ain't it. It's definitely not. He had that one good season when he got the most improved player that year.
Yep.
So he had that one good year with New York, and then you didn't hear from him. So I mean, I think New York has to let Julius Randle go. That they got to. They could probably get somebody back for him, maybe another shooter or a wing or another pick, something. But they got to get rid of Julius Randle. The only thing the Knicks got going for them is Julius Randle. If he leaves, is back to being more relevant than they are now. So I don't know where Julius Randle goes. But Thibodeau got to figure out something with that lineup. I don't know what you can do to help or work with Julius Randle, but Julius Randle is a clear issue. They got to look for somebody on the outside of Josh Hart because he's testing the water. Josh Hart was definitely a good role player, played good defense, could shoot, helped out Jalen Brunson. Now they got to figure out what to do with Josh Hart. Is Evan Fournier going to be there? So we don't know what the Knicks is going to do. Do you think the Knicks will be a playoff team?
Yeah, they'll be a playoff team for sure. Yeah, I think they will be a playoff team. Oh, Josh Hart. Josh Hart is a valuable guy that could be on the market, but we already know the Sixers ain't going to get him. He's from Villanova. Sixers ain't going to get him. He's from Villanova.
Yeah, you know what happened with Bridges?
Yep.
Traded him on draft day. And it's so funny because I just read something about that. Mikal Bridges, he was super excited for going, Philly picking him, and then he gets traded.
Well, that's crazy.
But let me not dwell on the past and start crying all over again because bitches don't know how to draft. So we talked about Dame. We already did that. This mock draft, coach, I don't know if it's going to work because my Wi-Fi is being stupid. I don't know if you can pull it up from your computer, but if not, we might have to do your final one maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Look out for coach's final mock draft. He might have some changes on there.
Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can get it pulled up real quick. Let me see if I can get my mock draft pulled up. So let's see. There we go. Here we go. Right here. All right, so hold on. Here we go. Gotta pull it up.
And if things going good, y'all can help us out here. Let us know who you think should go 1 and 2 and all that good stuff here. All right, there we go. All right, y'all. So coach is going to do the mock draft 1 through the first round, and we all know who number 1 is that San Antonio is taking.
Yep. So if y'all see me go in and out, that because I'm picking a draft. If y'all see me go in and out, that means I'm picking. You can still hear me, Key, right?
Yeah, you good.
I'm trying to make sure I pick Wemby because they got Brandon Miller right here. So I'm trying to make sure I be able to get Wembanyama right here. Because they just got Brandon Miller. Let me see something.
Might have to reset it.
Reset it? All right. Reset it. So y'all can be looking to help as well. Y'all can be looking to help out as well if y'all want to. But hey, we gonna go through this mock draft right here, and we gonna pick the first round. We gonna definitely pick the first round of this mock draft. So y'all definitely want to help. Y'all definitely could.
Ain't it the first one?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can get Wemby. It's kind of hard for me to get Wemby though. Wemby because they got Brandon Miller on the board, so I'm trying to get Wemby. Because we know Wemby is going to be actually the number one guy. All right, so let me. No, not that one. All right, so I'm gonna just try to do the other one. Do the other one, then go do the other one.
So while you're doing that, Victor, Wemby, what do you think he's going to bring to the San Antonio Spurs?
I think he's gonna bring some decent size. Wembanyama is gonna bring some decent size. He's gonna bring some good size. He's got a 8-foot wingspan. He's got an 8-foot wingspan as well. He's definitely going to be a guy that's gonna contribute right away. He's gonna contribute right away. So I think Wemby has all the tools to kind of be a generational talent in this league. The only thing I'm gonna question his durability as well. So again, if he can stay upright, if he can stay healthy, I think Victor Wembanyama can be a force and an all-star in this coming league. See, they just got Brandon Miller right there. So if I pick for the Spurs, they're gonna give them Brandon Miller. We know it's Wemby. Wembanyama.
All right, hold up. So let me see. Right. My internet will allow me to at least stream, at least do this part. So, and so you got Wemby going number 1. Who's going number 2?
Oh, so who's going number 2? I'm gonna have Scoop Henderson. I'm gonna have Scoop Henderson going number 2. Scoop Henderson is a force. He's 6'5". He's 6'5" in shoes. So he's got pretty decent. He's got really good height as well up on him. I think Charlotte is a great fit for him. He's also a very good playmaker. As well. He's got a lot of explosiveness. Now, the question is his shooting ability. Pretty much. That's the only question about, Scoot Henderson. He shoots 30, but he shows some signs of shooting a 3-ball well because he shoots 37. He shoots 32% from the 3-point line, which ain't that bad for him, but he's an explosive talent that can play make and that can put the ball on the floor, and he's really, really strong.
All right, and Brandon Miller. You said Scoop? Yeah, Scoop Henderson.
Yep. So number 3, Brandon Miller from the Portland Trailblazers, but I think Portland could end up trading this pick Thursday, but we're not doing any trades. Brandon Miller is the number 3 overall pick. He reminds me of a Paul George prototype player. Can shoot, dribble, put the ball on the floor. He's got a kind of little skinny little body frame. And like I say, he can come off the bench. He can definitely make an impact. So Brandon Miller is definitely going to help the Portland Trail Blazers out, but I think they could end up trading the pick. I think they could end up trading the pick soon. So, other than that, I think Brandon Miller goes number 3.
All right, so let me see if I can get this to work.
All right.
All right, so we already know he's going number 1.
Yep.
All right, and then you said Brandon. You said Scoop, right? Scoop. It's Scoot Henderson, not Scoop. All right, so Scoot is going number 2, and he's going to Charlotte. So he's going to be paired with Melo Ball. Number 3, again, like you said, this draft pick could be traded, but we're not doing no trade. So Brandon Miller is going to Portland. And who has number 4? Coach stuck again? Oh, my Wi-Fi wants to be stupid. Okay, Coach and the Wi-Fi is going. So you know what? I'm over my computer of everything. But Coach is stuck in the multiverse again. But he'll be back. But number 4 on this list is the Houston Rockets. And I think one of the twins is going to go. And Amin Thompson, I think he's going to go to the Rockets. Coach Donte likes him a lot. One of the twins from, where is he from? The point guard from the G League, I believe he's from, will go to. Yep, Kane got Coach. And then number 5, the 5th pick is going to the Detroit Pistons. And I think the Detroit Pistons is going to pick up another Villanova guy. And Cam Whitmore, 6'7". They need a small forward to get them, not over the hump. But they already got good pieces in Detroit. They got Wiseman over there. They got Cade Cunningham when he comes back off his injury. I got Jaden Ivey, one of the best players that was in the draft last season. To compare them, they also got another Villanova guy in Sadiq Bey. Why not add more to a Cam Whitmore? To the Detroit Pistons. That's crazy how the draft works. Detroit Pistons was the worst team in the NBA, but they get to pick number 5 because of the stupid lottery. I swear, you just need to get rid of the lottery. Do you like the NFL? The worst team get the number 1 pick, but no. We got the Orlando Magic. Now the Magic, they do need a point guard, small forward, and a power forward. They need everything. I know they got Pablo Panchero last season. They had Markelle Fultz, Wendell Carter, Gary Harris, Jonathan Isaac. He can't stay on the court. I don't even know why he even tries. Cole Anthony got some up and comers. Franz Wagner is down there, but they can get some help here. What's up, Coach?
What's good?
All right, so you wanted one of the Thompson twins, right?
Yeah, for the Rockets. I'm Amen.
Yep. Okay, that's who I picked.
Yeah.
Who you got for the we got number 6. I gave Cam Whitmore to the Pistons.
All right. So number 6, Asard Thompson. That's the
other Thompson twin.
Yeah, his twin brother. They play just similar. They play similar to each other. They do play similar to each other as well. Hasard Thompson got a better jump shot than his brother at 30%, but they both got the same type of ball game. If they can improve on their jump shot, they both can be unstoppable.
Right. All right. So we're on the clock at number 7 with the Indiana Pacers. So their current roster was Miles Turner, Buddy Hield. They had Daniel Tice. They had T.J. McConnell, Benedict Mathurin from last season, who played really, really good. Who does the Pacers pick here?
The Pacers pick my favorite guy in the draft, Jarris Walker. Jarris Walker is a power forward who's 6'6", who shoots 34% from the 3-point line. Got an NBA ready body. He's really good. He's gonna give him some great defense. He can go out 1 through 4. Jarris Walker is the pick for the Indiana Pacers.
All right, so we got number 8, and that is going to the Washington Wizards.
So Washington Wizards, Taylor Hendricks for Washington, 6'9", 214 pounds, 3-and-D guy, can block shots, did a hell of a job at UCF, but most importantly, he shoots 39% from the 3-point line, so he can also stretch out the floor. So Taylor Hendricks from the Washington Wizards, for the Washington Wizards.
All right, and then we are next up on the clock here at number 8. No, where we at? Number 8?
Yep.
Number 8? Yeah, we had the number 9 for the Utah Jazz.
So number 9, we're going to go with Anthony Black for the Utah Jazz. We're going to go with Anthony Black out of Arkansas. Anthony Black, 6'7", can definitely be one of the best playmakers in this draft. He's neat to if he works on his shooting, he can be awesome. He can be an all-star level type player. Anthony Black can play defense as well, but he's a very explosive. He's a very good playmaker. He can jump out the gym. So Anthony Black is the pick for Utah.
All right, number 10 pick, we go to the Dallas Mavericks. Now, what are the Dallas Mavericks looking for? You already got Luka Doncic. I think they're going to bring back a Kyrie Irving. Who are they missing, and what can they do in the draft?
The Dallas Mavericks is going to select Derek Lively from Duke University. He's 7'1". He has some capability of hitting the outside shot, but he's basically a rim protector.
Coach, our internet is shitty today. It's Poopy Tuesday, y'all. That's all I got to say about that. About this show today. It ain't working today. But the show must go on still. Coach, you are knocking it up.
What?
You back. You were stuck in the multiverse.
My bad. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's randomly freezing and stop coming back and freezing. But
you getting hit with the storm down there too?
No, it's sunny and everything out here.
So you was talking about Likely.
Yeah, Derek Lively. Is basically he's going to be a defensive guru, but he does show some signs of making an outside shot as well. So that's something he's going to be working on as well. So we're gonna have Derek Lively going to the Dallas Mavericks for some rim protection.
All right, number 11 goes to the Orlando Magic yet again. They got another pick in the first round.
All right, so we got the Orlando Magic. They're gonna go with the best shooter in this draft, and that is GD, aka Grady Dick. I already know I don't like calling him.
Can you imagine the commentators this season with his name?
Yeah, but he's the best shooter. Sneaky athleticism. They're gonna give the Orlando Magic some versatile. He's a very solid defender as well. So, but no doubt he's the best shooter in this draft, and he can come in. He can come off the bench or start. He's gonna get him some instant offense because he can shoot off the catch. He also stop and pull up. So we're gonna go with GD as the number 11 overall pick.
I know he got teased as a child. I know he had to. He had to. Number 12 with the OKC Thunder.
OKC Thunder, we're gonna go with Bilal Coulibaly. He's 19 years old, 6'8". He's a very good defensive player. Doesn't have much of an outside shot, but it's gonna take him a couple years. You know, he's got to go down to the G League. He's gonna be type of guy that's gonna start in the G League. He's gonna have to work himself up. He's gonna need a lot of development. He's a raw talent, but he's going to be good for the Oklahoma City Thunder organization.
All right, so then we're off to the north with the Toronto Raptors at pick 13. Now, Fred VanVleet already hit the market, so you're not going to have him, but you are going to have Gary Trent Jr. resign. Still got Siakam, still got OG, even though it's rumored that he could go. But who does Toronto pick here?
Toronto Raptors, Cason Wallace from Kentucky. Cason Wallace from Kentucky, 6'3", 195 pounds, 35% from three. Put the ball on the floor. He's a defensive menace. That's one thing he is. He come in right away. He can get up in that starting lineup right away. With the new head coach now, and with Fred VanVleet gone, that should open up something for Cason Wallace to get right in that and fill in that void. So Cason Wallace to the Raptors.
All right, and we're back on the board with the Trailblazers pick at number 14. Oh no, I'm sorry. The New York Pelicans. Pelicans are at 14.
So I think it's going to be consideration. They're going to trade this pick as well. They're trying to move up in the draft. To go get Scoop Henderson. But right now, since we're not doing no trades, we're going to go with Kobe Buffkin. Kobe Buffkin from the Michigan Wolverines, a combo guard, shoots 36% from downtown, combo left-hander, with the right team. Depends on if they trade the pick or not. He can all of a sudden be a starting level point guard in this league. He's also very good defensively, got a very good wingspan, can go by people, can drive to the basket. Kobe Buffkin, man, this dude is a hell of a talent, man.
All right, so we are on the clock with the Atlanta Hawks. Now, again, you got Trae Young, you still got Devontae Murray down there. John Collins is always on the trading block. Bogdanovic, he's getting up there in age. DeAndre Hunter, doesn't move the needle. Clint Capella, he's getting up there in age, but we all know what Clint Capella can do. So who does the Hawks draft here?
Jordan Hawkins, from the defending national champions. Jordan Hawkins, 6'5", 186 pounds. The second best shooter, I think, in this draft. You seen him play for the UConn Huskies. Can shoot, come off the screen, shoot the basketball. Can shoot, can pull up and shoot the basketball. His weakness a little bit, he have a lack of defensive principles. He tries on that side of the ball. He does give effort on that side of the ball. He's not a good in putting the ball on the floor, which is in the NBA. If you can shoot, you can last a long time. They won't need to put the ball on the floor a lot. And he also got sneaky athleticism. But for our shooting, he's definitely going to help out the Atlanta Hawks. So Jordan Hawkins is the pick for the Atlanta Hawks.
All right, and we got the Jazz. They back on the clock, number 16. I totally forgot that THT was down there. But Again, you got Lauri Markkanen, who was who breakout star, most improved this year, definitely deserved that. Jordan Clarkson still can shoot the lights out. Colin Sexton. Who does Utah get here? Utah got all the picks from Rudy Gobert, so they're gonna come up in the world with these picks. So who are they taking here?
Oh, so who Utah is taking? Nick Smith Jr. Nick Smith Jr. out of Arkansas, 6'5", 185 pounds, can definitely a sniper, can put the ball on the floor, come off screens. He was hampered a little bit by ankle injury. He didn't come back till late in the season. That ankle injury kind of diminished his play in the NCAA tournament, but Nick Smith gets them some instant offense off the bench and instant shooting. So Nick Smith is the pick for the Utah Jazz.
All right, so number 17, we got the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, both are there. Rui Hachimura, don't know if they're going to bring him back. Austin Reeves, another person they got to bring back. Beasley probably go. D'Angelo Russell probably get let go. Bamba. They had a good lineup after the trade block, but who do the Lakers get here?
I'm going to go with Bryce Sensabaugh from Ohio State. Bryce Sensabaugh from Ohio State. Very good defensively, very good shooter. Got very good energy. But his shooting ability, his good defense, he's going to take some time to develop. He's not going to be in the Lakers rotation or organization. He's going to be more of a G League guy. He's going to have to take some time to develop, but he is a good player that the Lakers can have down the road. So Bryce Sensabaugh is the pick from the Los Angeles Lakers.
All right, so we got the Miami Heat. They were just in the finals. But who did they get? Again, you got Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, got Kyle Lowry up there in age. Then you got Tyler Hero, he's back. Duncan Robinson. You got the 3-and-D guys and Caleb Martin. Got Kevin Love. Who do the Heat draft here?
I'm gonna go with Leonard Miller. Leonard Miller from the G League Unite. Leonard Miller is a big man. I think the Heat need a big man that can make shots from the perimeter and protect the rim. Right now, anything is probably better than playing Cody Zeller and Kevin Love all of those minutes. And Leonard Miller is a guy that is really good, can shoot from the outside. I think the Miami Heat need a big to protect the rim, to give some Bam some time on the bench. So Leonard Miller will be the pick for the Miami Heat.
All right, we're at halfway there, guys. We got number 19, and it goes to the Golden State Warriors. Draymond is opted out, 27.5 mil. Again, that was his last year. Klay Thompson has one more year left as well. But who does the Warriors draft here?
Jalen Hood Safino out of Indiana. Got a sense that Jordan Poole is going to be not going to be on the team next year. So Jalen Hood Safino can come in, give them some instant offense off the bench. Now, what if he comes in, plays right away? He may need to step into the G League for a little bit. But Jalen Hood Safino is a guy that played with one of my other favorite players in the draft, Trace Jackson Davis. He's another one of my favorite. I think he's going to get drafted near the second round. But other than that, Jalen Hood Safino can shoot, drive to the basket. He's also a tall 6'5" guard as well. Be looking out, man, for Jalen Hood Safino.
All right, and we're back up to your Rockets now. At their second pick, they did get one of the Thompson twins at number 4. Who y'all get at number 20?
I think we're going to trade this pick. I don't think we pick it at number 20, but since we're not talking about trades, I'm going to pick anyway. Chris Murray, the twin brother of Keegan Murray from Iowa, little lefty, can shoot the basketball. He's not a better shooter than his brother, but he can shoot on catch and shoot jump shots. Can go to the rim, attack the rim. And he's also a hell of a defender, but I don't think we're picking at number 20. I think we're going to find some way to trade the pick. But since we're not trading, we're going to go with Chris Murray.
All right, and then now we got the Brooklyn Nets are on the clock. Brooklyn Nets, they got of course Dinwiddie, they got Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, Joe Harris. What can they do to surround shooters? Steph Curry, it's possible. He's an unrestricted free agent. Oh, Cam Johnson, an unrestricted free agent. Shoot, we can get Cam. No, we can't afford Cam Johnson. But anyway, Daryl Morey, I just see something across my screen says, Sixers don't got a pick, but he's looking to make that happen. So something's about to go down. Something's about to go down. But anyway, I believe it when I see it. But who are the Nets picking here at 20?
They picking Keontae George. Keontae George at 20. This is the type of guy that can be an all-star level talent with his scoring ability, his jump shooting ability. Now he has a bad lack of decision making a little bit, but his upside is really nice. He could be a very good defender. He has trouble at times separating, what forces him to take some tough shots off the dribble and when he's gotten the ball, his jump shot decision making is not good, but he has a lot of upside potential for the Brooklyn Nets. So other than that, Keontae George is the pick at 21.
All right, what's going on, Gregor? How you doing this evening? All right, so at number 22, do they get back to? Oh, they get back-to-back picks. Okay, yep. Who are they picking here?
Noah Clowney from Alabama, 6'10", rim protector, showing signs. He got a sign of shooting ability a lot, but he's basically a rim protector and a great defensive player. Brandon Miller's teammate. So Noah Clowney is the pick right here for the Brooklyn Nets.
All right, and we got Portland back on the clock at 23. Who are they taking?
Jett Howard out. Jawan Howard's son out of Michigan. This guy's a goddamn sniper from downtown. The guy can shoot. The guy can let it fly. Be a great shooter for Portland.
Didn't know Jamon Howard had a kid there that played in Michigan. See how much I pay attention. All right, 24. We got the Sacramento Kings. They made it to the playoffs this last season for the first time in years. What can they do to improve this roster? You know, you were real critical about the Kings for picking Keegan Murray over Jay and Ivy, but they made it to the playoffs. You know, you ate your crow a little bit.
I did.
But who they are going to take here?
They take James Nagy. James Nagy from Barcelona, 7 foot. He's a raw talent. Not going to put points on the board for you. He's a freakish athlete, and he plays very good defense.
All right, and we're almost through the first round. So we have the Grizzlies on the clock. Now they're going to be missing Ja Morant for 25 games. No Dylan Brooks. You still got Jaren Jackson Jr. You still got Desmond Bane. Will Titus Jones still be there, or will teams try to get a Titus Jones knowing he's still an underrated point guard, very good? So who does the Grizzlies pick here?
A sleeper pick I think this is going to be a sleeper guy, and I like this guy. This guy tore it up at the combine. Brandon Powinski from Santa Clara. Lefty, can shoot the cover off the basketball. Shot at over 43% from the 3-point line. He's also a very good playmaker as well. This guy's going to be a sleeper, man. I think this guy can come in right away. With Tyus Jones have the potential of leaving. No Ja Morant for 25 games. Brandon Powinski is a playmaker. He's a jump shooter. That's pretty much automatic from downtown, pretty much. He's smooth with the ball handling. Brandon Powinski is my sleeper, one of my sleepers of the draft.
All right, so we're back on the clock with Indiana, and they already picked JC Walker. They already put Walker. Now, whenever you say that's your favorite person out the draft, it usually it's true because they usually ball out, just like Tyree Eason. It was your favorite person out the draft, and Jaden Ivey. You know, Walker is your guy. Who is the Pacers picking here at 26?
Dariq Whitehead from Duke. Dariq Whitehead was injured a lot with an ankle. He went through with an ankle injury from Duke. You seen him play in the tournament. He's instant offense. I can see him being in the rotation. As well. Dariq Whitehead can shoot. He's a very good defensive player. You've seen him in the tournament versus Tennessee. Dariq Whitehead is a guy that can come off the bench, and that's going to be able to score. That's going to be able to score with his 3-point shooting, his athletic ability, and he also can play pretty good defense as well. So Dariq Whitehead for the Indiana Pacers. He may be a rotational piece.
He definitely was good in the tournament. What was that game? Was it the Final Four they was in? The Elite Eight? Which game were they playing? He got hurt.
I know they played against Tennessee in the tournament. That's when they lost. That's when was on fire. That's when was on pretty much on fire. I forgot that dude's name. Vescini. Santiago.
Yeah, right.
He was on fire that whole game.
All right, so the Hornets are back with number 27. Who they taking here?
They taking Ryan Frappare for the Breakers. 6'7", very good defensive player, very good versatility, very good defensive player. So Ryan Frappare for the Charlotte Hornets.
All right, and we're going back with Utah here at 28. Who are they taking here?
Utah taking at 28. Maxwell Lewis out of Pepperdine. He's a 6'7" small forward. He was a hell of a player, averaged 17 points per game for Pepperdine, put the basketball on the floor. Questions a little bit about his shooting ability, but he does play some very good defense. He can get to the rim, and he's a very explosive athlete. Maxwell Lewis out of Pepperdine.
All right, and then we got the Pacers. They back on the clock at number 29.
Pacers is going to have some sleepers because I got another sleeper over here. Oliver Omax Prosper definitely killed it in the combine. Played for Marquette, played for Shaka Smart, a guy that can protect the rim, 6'7". He can guard 1 through 4. He's a small forward and the power forward. He can also put the ball on the floor. He's got crazy athleticism, and he has a jump shot out this world. I think he can crack the rotation of the Indiana Pacers. And the Indiana Pacers got some pretty good picks, man. They got some pretty good sleeper guys. So Max Prosper is an all-around talent. And this will be a steal this late in the draft. At 29, that's a pretty good steal.
All right, number 30 to the Clippers.
Kofi Jones out of Xavier. You talking about a do-it-all guy. He reminds me, when I watch Kofi Jones, he reminds me of a Malcolm Brogdon type guy. Someone that can shoot, put the ball on the floor, also post up, also get assists, also pass, also drive to the rim. When I watch Kofi Jones play, and I seen him play against my Longhorns when we beat him in the league, when we beat him in the Sweet 16, this guy can do it. So I like Kofi Jones. To the Clippers, getting that defensive versatility, making that jump shot, being able to play in the post, 6'5", 200 pounds. But I think he's going to be someone that they're going to develop and play in a G League. But don't be surprised if he be a part of the rotation at the late stages of the season for the Clippers.
All right, and that was the mock draft for this coming up season of the NBA. Again, make sure y'all tune in this Thursday for the live play-by-play and reactions to the draft. Coach will have that covered for you. Got a little bit of NFL talk before we get on out of here. And again, we're on the Sports Empire Network with the Big Three, Kyle Edwards and the crew following right after us. So make sure y'all tune in for that as well. But which team has the best chance to stop the Chiefs for a repeat? If there is any, what team do you think has the best chance?
Any team in the NFL or just the AFC?
Any team.
The Bengals. Got the Bengals. They got the quarterback, got the wide receivers. Defense a little questionable, but we've seen that the last couple of years when they lost basically last year on a roughing the passer penalty pretty much. They lost on that pretty much, but other than that, I think the Bengals are the closest team to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
I mean, could it be a repeat of the Super Bowl? We don't know because we don't know how the Eagles team is going to look like, even though I know they did add more depth, more pieces. It's definitely possible. I don't see really nobody in that.
Eagles do it. I think the Eagles do it, but I just went by the AFC. Just by
right. They can possibly be a threat to keep the Chiefs from repeating the Super Bowl. But you're going with the Bengals, which is good. Now, if I'm not being a homer, I don't really see anybody else in the NFC. Besides the Eagles, that was right there. That could, potentially, knock the Chiefs off. Could it be a rematch again from last year? Who knows? Could San Fran be there? We will have to see where their quarterback is. We all know their defense is elite enough. But it's really tough. But again, Mahomes is they're the repeat favorites to repeat again. So until somebody can stop the Mahomes train, Kansas City is going to be another dynasty like New England is going to be.
Yep.
As long as Patrick Mahomes is back there, anything can happen. And definitely in the NFL. Dalvin Cook, he said he wants to play with D-Hop. What do you think about that?
Hey, that's kind of shocking. I'm thinking he will want to go to Miami, but it depends on he trying to wait to see what D-Hop is going to do. It look like he's trying to see what D-Hop is gonna do. Like he's trying to see what DeAndre Hopkins is gonna go, where he's gonna do. Probably why he ain't signed. Thought Miami was probably one of the fits that he could go to. Maybe Denver. But other than that, just seemed like he waiting on the D-Hop decision.
Yeah, it's going to be a mystery where they go or where D-Hop goes. I don't know if he gets signed closer to training camp, but we'll see where D-Hop goes. He can go anywhere right now. Cook, anyone can sign him. Miami is a perfect fit for Cook. Who needs a running back? He's definitely on the market. Now, Sony Michel is coming back to the Rams for a second stint for another try with the Rams. Can he stay healthy this time?
Sony Michel?
Yeah.
No.
Hey, could you see Dalvin Cook with the Rams? Would that work?
No.
Yeah. All right, and then so we got a little segment here for you. It's
Gotcha.
called buy. It's called buy or sell.
Okay.
Are you buying or selling Anthony Richardson will start week 1?
I'm buying.
Ain't no way Uncle Rico's starting. There is no way you draft a quarterback number 4 for him not to start.
Uncle Rico's back up. Yeah. Yes, I'm buying.
All right, and then plus they got good weapons. He got a good enough receiving core. I mean, he got the tight end, Honey Woods. That's a good tight end, tall for him, tall weapon. You still got Pittman, still got Jonathan Taylor out there. Kyle said he's buying because they took him too high. All right, buy or sell. Jimmy Garoppolo will be ready for camp. Are you buying or selling that?
I'm buying that. I'm buying he will be ready for camp. But I am buying he's gonna be ready for camp. So I'm a buy now. I think his deadline is the training camp. He'll be ready. It's only if he passes the physical. If he passes the physical, he still got to pass that physical. So I'm gonna buy he will be ready by training camp. But I do have questions that he will have to. That physical is a question mark for me though.
Because if you don't pass that physical, the Raiders are in trouble. Kyle says he's buying it in, but he lasts 8 weeks. Who is Garoppolo's backup? Is it Jason Stidham?
No, Jarrett Stidham left.
Jared Stidham?
It's the rookie Aiden O'Connell from.
That's right, Aiden O'Connell. Oh, y'all, Raiders, y'all better pray.
Nah.
Y'all better pray that he don't get hurt. And y'all got to put the rookie. Devontae Adams is going to have a fit. Devontae Adams is going to have a whole fit. Buying or selling, Lamar Jackson has more freedom in the Ravens offense.
I'm buying. He's your superstar quarterback. So I'm got to buy. He's going to have freedom in the offense. The offense is heavily built around him. So I'm buying. I'm buying that.
All right. Will we see Lamar throw the ball more since he has receivers, or really go back to the running game? How we know that the Ravens are run heavy. Will this be more balanced this year that they got a new offensive coordinator now?
But if you're running the ball effectively, why throw it? If you're running the ball effectively, that's going to only open up play action in the running and the more of a passing game more. If you run the football, so I don't mind them being a first run team. If they can't stop it, keep doing it. Keep doing it. If they decide to stack the box, hey, that's when everything else open up. And Lamar is going to be up to Lamar to make the right decision with the ball.
I know that Dobbins, it looked like he was having some discrepancies over his contract, so we got to look out for that. We got to definitely look out for J.K. Dobbins' situation. Barkley holds out. Are you buying or selling?
I'm buying. I think he holds out.
Oh,
throughout the training camp or the season?
The season.
No. I'm selling. I don't believe he'll hold out throughout the season. I'm selling that.
Okay. But if we had to, would you say training camp, you think he holds out?
Yeah, I think he holds out in training camp. Everybody holds out in training camp for a contract. But I would say he will more likely hold out in training camp. But I'm definitely buying. I'm definitely selling. He will be out for the season. He won't hold out a whole year. He won't do it.
All right. So that was your little buy or sell. I have these little little segments here. But I thought that was a good one. Who's the next running back to get the bag? Who's next?
Who's the next running back to get the bag? I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go with Josh Jacobs from the Las Vegas Raiders.
Now, do you think he stays with the Raiders or does he go somewhere else?
It depends.
He's on the franchise tag this year for the Raiders.
Depending on how they do in the season, how the regular season falls out, which I don't think is going to be good.
I'm going to say Jonathan Taylor gets the bag. This is his last year, his rookie deal. I think Indianapolis is going to, of course, give him a contract. I don't think they're going to opt out on his fifth-year option. I think he's going to get an extension. He's next to get one. I know Nick Chubb You still got Chubb out there, Joe Mixon, and those guys. But I think Jonathan Taylor is next in line to get a title. I mean, not a title, extension. Now, moving on to the WNBA for a little bit. But before we get there, Ray Lewis, his son, you do know, passed away last week, and it looks like it is of an overdose, but it's a suspected overdose. I don't know if it was done purposely, accidental, but they said it was a suspected overdose. He was 28 years old. The evidence and witness accounts showed this to be a tragic accident. So it looks like it was an accident. He was advised by the second person that Lewis needed opioids, overdose, antidote, of course, a Narcan, but that couldn't revive him. So it looks like it was an overdose of what killed Ray Lewis' son. Condolences and prayers goes out to Ray Lewis and his family over the death of his son. Now the WNBA, man, is heating up. We got, who is your 5 best teams in the WNBA right now, Donte?
The 5 best teams in the WNBA. 5 best teams in the WNBA. We have obviously the Las Vegas Aces. You have the Connecticut Sun. You have the New York Liberty. You have the Connecticut Sun. I have the Washington Mystics. I have the Washington Mystics, and everything else is just pretty much a toss up after that. Pretty much. Again, I don't know if I can really actually name a fifth team that can compete with those, but I think those 4 by themselves, those teams could be really, really good right there, and everybody else is just down the middle. They're either up or down. So I will say the Las Vegas Aces, they're completely the runaway team. You can say the New York Liberty as well. They're pretty good, high-touted offense. And, the Connecticut Sun, they play very great defense. DeWanna Bonner, she's big time. But Alyssa Thomas, man, she make everything so goddamn easy. When you watch Alyssa Thomas play, you watch this girl dribble the goddamn ball. I mean, I'm going to tell you this, and Kyle don't love this. When you watch Alyssa Thomas, when you get the ball in transition on a fast break or it's a steal, you might well just don't even run down the court. That's an automatic basket. All you got to do is give her the ball. She's going to find you open. She'll find you open, or it's going to be an easy layup. You know what? She reminds me of Ben Simmons. With that one-handed damn jump shot, at least she shoot that motherfucker. She shoot. And she make it too. She make it a lot. So Alyssa Thomas have to be, she the best point guard in the WNBA. I think she's the best all-around guard in the NBA, in WNBA.
Kyle says this is his 5. He said the Aces, the Sun.
Hey, I'm telling you, Kyle, I know you love them Suns, man. Alyssa Thomas, it's fun for her to watch. I'm doing a game tonight. It's fun to watch them, man. It's fun, especially fun to watch her, Alyssa Thomas, play.
Yeah, she definitely is balling. The Suns are good this year. I can't even hold you. My thing on Sparks. We're not gonna talk about. We can't lose to Minnesota 3 times in a week, Donte. We can't.
God damn, boy.
We can't. Our problem is we can't. The Sparks' problem is they can't finish games. They sound like the Sixers. Can't finish games.
Nah, you ain't say no Sixers.
But y'all get Dangerfield back. But you did have to release Odyssey Sims because of a hardship contract. But you do get not Sims. You get Dangerfield back, so that's good for y'all. The Sparks and the Dallas Wings got the same damn record right now. Breanna Stewart makes history. She's the first 200 points, 100 points, 100 rebounds, 40 assists in the first 10 games. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but also the Atlanta Dream is playing better. They're playing better basketball, which is who we got them tonight. So
the Dream definitely is stepping up and playing good basketball. What's going on with the Mercury? Should the Mercury just not say blow it up, but before it's time for BG to say, okay, I'm done playing basketball, do they need to try to get another superstar to pair with Brittany Griner to try to win another championship, or what do?
They need to get rid of the coach. We need to get rid of the coach. The coach needs to go. Coach have no idea what she's doing. She looks lost. She looks lost. She look like she doesn't have no answer. I mean, but like I say, I'm gonna give her a little bit Vanessa Nygaard a little bit of a pass too, because she did not have them against the Liberty. And they competed. That team competed. So I do got to give them flowers on that. Most of that was due to Sophie cutting out shooting the game. But even with Brittany Griner and Diana Taurasi, this team don't supposed to be that bad. This team shouldn't be that bad. You know, they don't have Skylar Diggins-Smith. They don't have Skylar Diggins-Smith either. But I think she's got some major issues with Coach Vanessa Nygaard. That was explained it last year. But even with that, you got some good players on the team. You got Kayla who can shoot the hell out of the basketball. Sophie Cunningham can shoot. You got Shug Sutton who didn't play last year in the WNBA. I don't know why that speaks to lack of teams that is in the WNBA, which is we do need to get more teams so some of these players don't have to go.
Or maybe stop cutting some of these rookies. I bet you if they wouldn't have cut half these rookies that got cut and you put them on that Phoenix team, that team probably would give you more than 2 wins right now.
That's what I'm saying. But other than that, this team got players. They just a bad basketball team. All around. But I think Vanessa Nygaard starts with her. I think you need a new change of voice. You need another motivator in that locker room. And this team with either Diana Taurasi or with BG, this team's still bad. This team still is bad. So right now, they're the worst team in the WNBA. They're the worst. They're playing the worst. They're playing the worst right now. They're playing the worst, and they may be the worst team in the WNBA.
Now, this is the fun part. The Chicago Sky hold the number 8 spot right now because the top 18 goes in WNBA, obviously, to playoffs. Chicago Sky is 5-7. The Fever is right behind them at 4-7. Now, we said the Fever on paper should have not last year been 5-31. This year they are 4-7. They're about to hopefully get their 5th win. They play tonight too. I forget who they play. Do they play tonight? Or it might be tomorrow. Well, Thursday. One of them nights. Is it possible the way the Fever keep fighting, like they scratching, like they compete? Is it possible we can see them be in the top 8?
It's possible, but I think slightly better. I think the Chicago Sky is better. Slightly. I think the Chicago Sky is better. Actually better.
Because right now we got Atlanta at 5-6, the Sparks is 5-6, and the Wings are 5-6. And then the Sky is 5-7. So that 5th through 8 is going to be a doozy. Because right now we got the Mystics at 7-4, Liberty at 7-3. Connecticut Sun is 9-3, and the Aces only lost 1 game, so they're 10-1. You can't say what can you say about the Aces? They 10-1 for a reason. They 10-1 for a reason. Kelsey Plum, Asia Wilson, and Brianna Stewart are leading the votes in the WNBA All-Star game.
That's crazy.
Asia Wilson, Defensive Player of the Year and MVP last season. MVP races up for grabs this season too. You can throw her in the mix. It's a lot of people you can throw up in there in that draft. But who are some players right now who started off hot but died down?
Who's some players that start off hot but died down?
Yes.
Oh man, that's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to be down. Some players that died down and slowed down. Man, that's such a good question, man. That's such a good question. Like I say, I think, man, like I say, if I have to pick, I'm gonna hold up to a higher standard. I'm gonna go with Rike, because I'm holding up to a higher standard. She takes bad shots. She's a bad shot selector. She still can get 21. She still averages 21 points per game. I believe she's still going to be in the All-Star. But the shot selection, if she can have a little bit better shot selection, I believe the average can go up. And I believe things are going to get better. If she trusts her teammates a lot more, I think things will get better. She's a hell of a passer when she passes the ball, but she forces a lot. So I'm going to hold Rike to a higher standard. She's supposed to be playing a little bit better. She started off the season unstoppable, making the right plays. This time she stopped making the right plays. I don't believe nothing wrong with Coach LT. I believe she's coaching hard, but Rike got to get the job done. She's got to prove that she's one of the top players in the WNBA, and that starts by her making better decisions, making better shots, selecting better shots. Howard got to be more consistent. She got to be more consistent from the field. She on and off. The only consistent player is basically, Satu Sabli. She's the only consistent player as far as I've seen when she played. She's the only consistent player. But Rike, she's got to play a little better basketball for us to win games. Because right now we look like we the same team. Last year we got better talent than last year, but we still the same team.
Definitely. I'm just gonna say the Sparks as a whole. When it comes down to defensive wise, offensively we can score points. The Erica Hamby has been pouring it on too. Neka Gumage is still gonna get her shots, but I need somebody else to step up besides them two that want to play basketball. Zaya Cook, she can come off the bench. She can get hot and cold at sometimes. But we're gonna need the outside shooting. We didn't have Lexi Brown. I know she was hurt. I'm not sure if she's back in the lineup. But we was missing the shooting with Lexi Brown. I know Jordan Canada can do so much. She can only do. Chiney Agumage, she's back. When she's on the court, definitely need her height and her rebounding. But overall, at the end of games, the Sparks got to finish games. Can't have a lead and then come back and blow it. That's what happened twice with the Minnesota Lynx. Twice in the same week to the Minnesota Lynx. So we played them again, and I can't afford to lose 3 times in the same week, almost in back-to-back weeks to the Lynx. So hopefully we can get it together. The Lynx is still a scrappy team. I know they only got 3 wins, but they're scrappy. Seattle's definitely scrappy. They're rebuilding. You can't blame Noelle Quinn for that. They only got Joey Lloyd there. But Horston, the rookie, she's coming into her own. She's starting to play well. So we'll definitely see. The scrappier teams, I want to see what they can do. We already know what the other teams can do, like the Sky and the Wings. But I want to see how the Fever fight throughout the season. Can they get more than 10 wins? 5 wins. They got to get more than 5 wins this year. They have to.
Yeah. I think on the breaking in of it, I think it's safe to say, they're going to get past more than 5 wins. I think it's safe to say that as well. The coach is doing a hell of a job over there, man. And Erica Wheeler doing a very good job adding some veteran leadership. Alyssa Smith, improved jump shot. She's an improved jump shooter as well over there. Makes her more unstoppable when she goes to the rim. And Aaliyah Boston is the same old goddamn Aaliyah Boston.
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I got a phone call. But no, what the Fever's going to have to do is they got to rely on Aaliyah Boston. Let her play offensively. Let her go to work offensively. She got foot power. She can get you a double a night. Just let her score. She's going to get you buckets. So far, she's been averaging almost a double. She's almost there. I know her last game she had over 20 points. So if she gets in the 20-point range, the other role players around her got to just figure it out what to do. But Aaliyah Boston, it's not she never left college. She was definitely the more pro-ready person in this draft. So, but we're going to end it here on that note. I know we had some technical difficulties, and I apologize for that. But we got through it, Donte. We got through it. Again, make sure y'all tune in at 7 o'clock on the Sports Empire Network for the Big 3 over there at 7. And then tomorrow we got a jam-packed lineup here as always on the Sports Empire Network. Got Wire to Wire. Got 2 guys in hockey talk. Tonight, after the Big 3, it's the Line in the Sands. If you're really big on wrestling, that's at 9:30. So make sure you check us out. Coach Donte will be doing WNBA on his channel, so make sure y'all tune in. Again, I appreciate all of y'all in the chat. Freddie, Kyle, Saijan, Vic, East Coast Gridiron. everybody that always rose through Sergeant, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Anything you got to say, Coach, before we get on out here?
Hey, man, just appreciate y'all for sticking with us throughout, technical difficulties. And thank you guys so much, man. We on our way to 100 episodes, man. We almost out, man. We ain't far behind, but we got some good content for you guys coming up on the Empire Sports Network. Like I say, he said, I'm be covering the draft the whole night, not just round one.
And Coach went out again. But no, he's
oh,
there you go.
Like, I know free agency starts like at 12 o'clock at night, but I'm actually going to get up early and do it and do free agency. I want to cover free agency on the network just for the NBA, just like I covered it for the NFL. I appreciate Key and Freddie for allowing me to do this and be me and do to my best ability, especially the whole team. So y'all keep tuning in. We got some good stuff for the network. Y'all want to know some wrestling content, hockey content, y'all tuning in, man. We getting better and better each and every day. And best and the whole team.
All right. Also, each month we're going to start have something fun. I know WWE has their preview live event, so every pay-per-view, I'm going to be giving away some WWE merch. There is a community tab post. So the person who comes the closest to predictions and pick 1 through 100, pick any number 1 through 100. All you got to do is DM me on the post on YouTube or IG, Instagram. Just DM me your picks and predictions. You'll get entered into the drawing. I'll see who got right and who was the closest. Deadline, so Money in the Bank is July 1st. So I will be live for there. So make sure y'all come on and tune in to the channel July 1st. Who wants a free WWE shirt, merchandise? All you gotta do is just send me your picks and a number between 1 through 100. We'll get that started. We're gonna do something fun every month for y'all. Just because I love and appreciate y'all. I really care about numbers on my channel. I just love to have fun and grind, give out good content with you guys. So, but that is it for me as Coach and Key with the 7200 Second Podcast. I appreciate y'all. Sorry about the technical difficulties, but we made it through. But it is another episode. We on to 100. Again, make sure y'all come back 7 o'clock for the Big 3 podcast on the Sports Empire Network. That is all. We are out here. See y'all later in another video.
I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I